I'd like to take a moment to thank my channel members for your continued support. Thank you, and consider joining today for added perks and exclusive content. Hello and welcome, I'm Bert the Stormtrooper, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Masters of the Universe Origins Lords of Power Merman, and I'm really excited about this one. This is a figure that came out way back in Wave 5 during 2021, and it's a figure that I passed on not once, not twice, 3 times. I saw this figure on shelves, and I passed on it. I figured, you know, I've got the regular Merman, I don't need this one. And then for whatever reason, some time passed, and then I kind of regretted not getting him, because I did see he's not just a repaint of the regular Merman. He's a completely different mold. The armor's different, and I started to see all the little differences. And after I got my Lords of Power Beastman, I kind of regretted not picking this guy up. Well, for whatever reason, my local Walmart has been putting out older toys recently after Christmas. Like they've got they started putting out older waves of Masters Origin stuff. They even had some 2012 Ninja Turtle figures out, which is really weird. But anyway, I saw Merman. I'm like, yep, that's it. That's Destiny calling. I picked them up. Retails for approximately $15, and here we have Merman in his packaging shown here. It's that retro style packaging. Now this packaging does not say new for 21 up here like most of the figures that I've picked up have. So I don't know. See, there's also a this is the multi-language card back here as well, which my Walmart has gotten the multi-language cards at times. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really keep up with that stuff. Just keep in mind, this one does not say new for 21, and it does have the 3 languages. But you can see Merman right there, Lords of Power logo. You can see there's a little mini comic back there, and a little baggie with his sword. And I think that's probably all he comes with, is just a sword. Around the back, we've got some really cool artwork of Merman fighting She-Ra right there. And it just says mini comic book included, and that's about it. You know, it's not going to give us any of the little story or anything like that, like they usually do. It shows us that we can put his sword in his hand, and then you can do little battle poses. Again, you'll notice that it doesn't actually say that. Usually it tells you, like, you know, like put him in poses or something like that along those lines, right? This actually doesn't say that. Cross sells with He-Man and Skeletor. The rest of the characters from this wave, Faker, Fisto, Evelyn, and of course Merman, because we're always going to cross sell us the figure we're already buying. So that is about it for the packaging. Let's get this guy opened up and check it out. And here we have Merman out of the package and shown with everything that he comes included. So of course we get the Merman figure. We'll get back to him in just a moment. We also get his sword, which is pretty much the exact same, not pretty much, it's the exact same sword that we got with the previous Merman. So see if we can get focused in on that. And you can see he's got like a kind of like that bone handle right there. And then I don't know, I guess that's supposed to be some kind of a maybe like a spine, like a fish spine or something that this is made out of. That's pretty cool. The details on that are really, really neat. Of course, we get that Sucker Punch mini comic that we got with the rest of Wave 5, showing us the introduction to Faker, and it shows us some cross-sells there with Fisto and with the Land Shark and whatnot. We've seen this comic book before, and then of course these little booklets that they started adding in, I think back in Wave 2, showing us that the all the different parts are compatible, and you know, you can swap them in and out with other figures. And I think it's a really, really neat feature. I've said this before, and I'm always going to say it. It's such a neat feature of this new line that they have this compatibility with all the different parts, because you can actually take them apart and create your own custom characters. And I've seen some really, really cool pictures online of custom characters that people have created, or like alternate outfits for some of the established characters, stuff like that. Really, really neat. And here we have Merman, the figure itself, standing at approximately 6 inches tall. Absolutely love the way this guy looks. That head sculpt is fantastic. I got a little bit of that rubber band still sticking right there. Let's get that out of the way. Absolutely adore that head sculpt. I am so glad that I got an opportunity to pick this guy up, and I finally did, because yeah, I was missing out. That head sculpt is absolutely fantastic. You can see the rest of the figure is detailed in green with yellow highlights. We've got that soft rubber armor right here, and I really love what they've done with the armor here, where it really does look like it was made out of sea creatures. You got the fins, you got the bones, you got those scales, you got those spikes right there. It just really does look like it was made out of like maybe like the jaw of some sea creature or something like that. That's really neat. And of course, this is all soft rubber. It is removable. We'll take that out, and I think I'll just pop the arms off to get it off easier. I guess we should pop the head off as well, huh? No, I thought that was going to be easy, and then it wasn't. Let's pop the head off. There we go. You always think things are going to go one way, and then you turn the camera on, and it absolutely does not go the way you expect it. So there you go. There's the armor off the figure. Really cool. Soft rubber right there. We also got a belt, and I think I'm just going to leave it. Well, in fact, there we go. Take the belt off without having to undo the belt. Again, very cool. Very similar to you know, the belt buckle that we're used to seeing on Merman, with the fins right there. But then it's got these little dangly bits right here, which are pretty cool. And that's going to let us see better details here on Merman itself. Again, he's a lot of this is new molded stuff, right? This is not just a repaint of the other Merman that we got with a new head. These arms are different. These fins are different. The legs are different. The boots here with these spikes coming out, kind of like almost like little crowns right there. That is all new. Even the sculpt on the little, I get a little bathing suit piece right here. This is even different from the original figure. So there's actually a lot of differences between this one and the other one. So that's actually really refreshing and cool to see. It's not just a simple repaint like, for example, Evelyn was. This one is a new mold, like a Beastman, if you will, right? So that's actually really neat. So I'm going to put his armor back on him. We're going to go over articulation. We'll do some comparisons, and then I'm going to do something new. I'm going to start doing something new with the Origins figures as I open them up and I review them. At the end of the video, I'm going to start doing something new. So stick around to the end of the video to see what I'm going to do. I think you're really going to dig it. Articulation wise, as you saw, the head is on a ball joint. You got up and down, inquisitive tilting, side to side, all the way around. Shoulders are on a universal pin. They can go out that far and then down, and they can go all the way around. You got a pin hinge at the elbow, so you can bend the elbow 90 degrees. You can also rotate it. You got a pin hinge at the wrist, so you can bend the wrist and you can also rotate it. You got a rotation at the waist. Legs can go forward that far, back that far, in and out. Rotate at the knee, bend at the knee, rotate at the boot. Ankles can go up and down, and can they rotate? Yes, they can. They can also rotate as well. So let's take a look at him real quick with, we want to give him his weapon, we might as well. Why not? There we go. So there we are. There we have Merman with his sword, ready to fight some heroic warriors. Now here he is with the previous, or the regular release version of Merman. So again, as you can see, the armor pieces here are completely different. This is a one-piece set of armor. These are two pieces of armor. They're completely different. They're new molds. The heads are different. The arms are different. You see those fins right there? The legs are different. Those boots are different. And of course, you got more paint apps with the Lords of Power version, because you got those yellow gauntlets and you got those yellow boots right there. Even the, like I mentioned before, the bikini part here is different, where Merman, the other one, got pretty much the same bikini part that everybody else gets. You get those like kind of like that fur bikini there with that belt. Merman did not get that. Merman gets a smooth little bikini thing there. So yeah, completely different figure. So there he is next to the regular version of Merman. I think this looks really cool. So this is now going to be my Merman, and this is going to be like some sort of a aquatic minion figure, if you will. For another comparison, here he is with a fellow Lords of Power completely new mold figure. which is Beastman. I absolutely adore this Beastman figure. I did give him one of Ram Man's extra axes. It just seemed appropriate for this figure to have a big battle axe, and I just dig the way that looks. I think that looks absolutely amazing. So let's get these guys standing right there. Yeah, that looks really, really neat right there. I absolutely dig the way that looks. All right, let's get Beastman out of there. And now, if you've stuck around to the end of the video, we're going to do something really, really cool. So this is something that I'm going to start doing with all of my figures, with my, at least for now, with my Origins figures. At the end of the video, I'm going to start sliming them. Just so we can see what they look like getting slimed. I think that's going to be a fun little thing to do at the end of each video, at least until I get tired of cleaning this crap up. So we'll see how that goes. So before we do, I think that about does it for the Masters of the Universe Origins Lords of Power Merman. What did you think of this figure? Let me know down in the comments. Give me some thumbs up. Subscribe, hit that bell icon so you're notified when I upload a new video. I've got a donate button up there, and I also now offer channel memberships. If you would like to do either one of those, I would greatly appreciate it. Please share it with your friends if you like what you see, and I'll talk to you next time. And now it is slime time.